As I promised, this is my WWE Smackdown review for tonight, September 30th, 2011. And I guess you could say this SmackDown was okay. Wasn't that good, but I'll watch it anyways because that's how dedicated of a fan I am. Rather than some of these posers out here that say I watch wrestling and don't watch it. Just watch on the internet like some pansies. I actually watch it every day. Or every day it comes on, except for NXT because it's a load of crap. But anyways, this is my SmackDown review, and we're gonna start off. The show started off in St. Louis, Missouri, the hometown of Evan Bourne and Randy Orton. Um, Start off with Booker T in the ring, and he introduces Mark Henry. They're about to have an interview in the ring. Basically, Mark Henry talks about beating down Randy Orton on Sunday at Hell in a Cell. He's gonna once again, introduce Randy Orton to the Hall of Fame. Even though I swore when Henry won the title that he introduced Orton to the Hall of Fame, but I may be wrong. It might have been just a temporary induction. I don't know. But yeah, Mark Henry, just talks about basically hurting Randy Orton, you know, and and after he was done talking, it was Mark Henry versus the Great Khali for the second time. Well, because Monday night Henry hit Khali with the belt back of the head. There was no match. World's Strongest Slam. Tonight there was actually a match, and the Great Khali actually was doing very good in the beginning of the match, and then Mark Henry just turned it around. World's Strongest Slam. Bam. Done. Over. And after the match, well, Khali became a member of the Hall of Pain. When Mark Henry took a chair, got a chair, put it on Khali's leg, and went on top rope, and bam, slammed right down on Khali's leg, and Khali was carried out. And backstage, it was Jinder Mahal, whoever that guy is, yelling at Khali like, in their native language, basically saying, I told you, you shouldn't have, dumped me or left me or whatever. I don't know. You should have listened to me, blah blah blah, all that stuff. All right, next is I guess like I mentioned earlier, hometown boy Evan Bourne being accompanied by Kofi Kingston taking on Jack Swagger, the All American, uh, and being accompanied by the United States Champion Dolph Ziggler and Vicky Guerrero. Um, Basically, um, it was a good match, but you knew Dolph Ziggler was going to interfere. He interfered, hit Evan Bourne. Kofi Kingston got rid of Ziggler, but while that was happening, Vicky um, threw. She pushed Evan Bourne off the top rope when he was going for airborne on Swagger. He landed wrong, and then Swagger got up, put the ankle lock on Evan Bourne, and Evan Bourne tapped out like a little girl. So you know, uh, that's what happened, and I guess you know, eventually Swagger and Ziggler in this newfound partnership will become tag team champions somewhere down the road. So next it was Sin Cara taking on the one man rock band Heath Slater, and come on, you already know what happened there. Sin Cara won, and what was pretty awesome about this about after the match was another Sin Cara appeared on the Tron, which was the fake Sin Cara, or Hunko, as he was known in the Mexican independent circle, um, in the Mexican independent companies. Um, you know, he was on the Titantron. He actually talked, and he took off the mask, the traditional Sin Cara mask, and had a black mask. It was kind of like Spider-Man 3, where Peter Parker went from wearing the red and black to the black and the white. It was kind of cool. I like the new outfit. So, that's all leading up to Sunday, where it will be Sin Cara versus Sin Cara, Hunko versus Mystico, the fake Sin Cara versus the real Sin Cara, one on one. I think this is going to be a pretty good match. High flying, antics everywhere. I just think it's going to be an awesome match, and I can't wait for it personally. That's probably going to be one of my favorite matches of the night. So yeah. Then there's a video shown about Triple H and his abuse of power, or at least that's what Michael Cole thinks and everybody else thinks, that Triple H is abusing his power, blah blah blah, all that. Um, and then you have a little AA meeting with John Laurinaitis, the Executive Vice President of Talent Relations, David Otunga, Cody Rhodes, Christian, Swagger, Ziggler, and Vicky Guerrero, and they're basically talking about, continuing to sue the WWE and all this other stuff. John Laurinaitis says, "I try to reach Triple H, but but since Tuesday, but I haven't been able to reach him. Now SmackDown's taped on Tuesday, so that's not really possible, but whatever." Um, but yeah, it was that was boring. Next, it was Kelly, the Divas Champion, taking on Natalia with Beth Phoenix at commentary. Kelly won off luck, a dinky roll up, but Beth Phoenix after the match destroyed Kelly, glam slam, and then after that happened, Natalia put Kelly in a very impressive submission hold, and basically Beth Phoenix was like, put a microphone up to Kelly's face as she was screaming in pain, and she was like, "This is what's going to happen this Sunday," and I hope that is what happens this Sunday. I hope she beats the crap out of Kelly, destroys her, and just takes the Divas Championship. I hope that happens. I really do. Um, Next, it was Cody Rhodes versus Sheamus in a Intercontinental Championship match. It was made, because they were the last two men from Monday night, and Christian interfered and cost Sheamus the title. Tonight was no different because Christian interfered again, but this time the match was a one-on-one match and it was a disqualification. Uh, Christian came out, hit Sheamus, and then hit him with the kill switch. Done, over. Cody Rhodes wins by DQ and all that good stuff. Next is the Internet Champion, Mr. Woo Woo Woo. Woo 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 Woo. You know it. Mr. Zack Ryder versus JTG, and I'm not understanding why JTG is still employed. Because come on, how do you fire Shad a long time ago, but still allow this piece of trash to be around? It's stupid. But anyways, um, basically Zack Ryder wins, hits the Rough Rider, 1, 2, 3, it's over. Um, then there's a segment where John Laurinaitis, he's on the phone, and all of a sudden the corporate game shows up. The COO of the WWE, Triple H, shows up, and basically says, he knows what John Laurinaitis is doing. Talking behind his back with disgruntled superstars, and John Laurinaitis basically, no, this is PG, but I'm just saying anyways. He's basically kissing Triple H's ass, saying, "I trust you, Triple H. I have complete faith in you. You're awesome. I love you." All this other crap. So, it's ridiculous, but this is obviously going to escalate into something bigger. So, because John Laurinaitis, the Executive Vice President of Talent Relations, is going to, make this into a bigger case than it was, and probably going to end up getting Triple H out of the COO position. Next, Randy Orton interview basically talks about Sunday. I'm not gonna go too much into that. Then Randy Orton versus Christian, once again, but this time it wasn't for the world title. So I think this is the 12,000th meeting between these two guys, and basically it ended on a draw because Christian got out of the ring before Orton could do an RKO, and they fought on the outside. Orton was basically dominating Christian on the outside before Cody Rhodes came out for revenge for last week when Orton beat the crap out of Rhodes with the ring bell and all that. And then they double teamed on Orton. Then Sheamus came out, bro kick on bro kick on Rhodes, and then chased Christian out of the building. And then all of a sudden, the champion, the world's strongest man, the world's strongest champion, Mark Henry, came out, and he put a hurting on Orton, world's strongest slam, and then Henry went out to get a chair, and all of a sudden, Randy Orton RKO's Mark Henry off a fluke. And, you have Orton as the last man standing. He can RKO Mark Henry. That's a load of crap. And I hope Sunday when both of those men walk into hell, I hope Mark Henry beats Randy Orton and retains the world championship. All right, that's my Raw. I mean, that's my SmackDown review for September 30th, 2011. And I can't wait for Sunday. It's WWE Hell in a Cell 2011, and it's going to be a great pay per view. And I think when these few superstars go into Hell, I think it's going to be a great pay per view. Maybe a 8, maybe a 9, not a 10, but I think it'll be pretty good. So hopefully Cena goes down this week. I mean this weekend. And loses the title. That's all I'm saying.